Hello everyone, welcome back to This Day in Weather. If you're just joining this channel, this is where you can learn about weather events that occurred in the United States on the date the video is posted in years past. Today is October 24th. On this day in 2001, a tornado outbreak affected mostly the Great Lakes region. An F3 tornado up to 3/4 of a mile wide killed one person in Crumstown, Indiana, and injured another northwest of South Bend, Indiana. An F2 tornado struck Monticello, Illinois, severely damaging homes and businesses. One person in a trailer east of LaPorte, Indiana, was killed by a separate F2 tornado. The wall of a factory in Warsaw, Indiana, collapsed from an F1 tornado, which caused 14 injuries. On this day in 2002, the Corpus Christi, Texas area was struck by 3 tornadoes. The worst damage was caused by an F2 tornado that caused extensive damage to Del Mar College West Campus, causing 1 fatality and 20 injuries. 6 people were injured when another F2 tornado formed to the east and significantly damaged several buildings, while the third tornado, an F0, is not listed in storm data. The total damages exceeded 85 million 2002 United States dollars and 2024 United States dollars. Close to $149 million would be needed to equate to that. On this day in 2005, Hurricane Wilma made landfall in southwestern Florida near Cape Romano as a Category 3 hurricane with 120-mile-per-hour winds. Wilma had already caused devastation in other areas after forming on October 15th in the Caribbean Sea near Jamaica. Wilma then underwent explosive intensification, becoming a tropical storm the 17th, then in a 24-hour span, intensified all the way up to a 185-mile-per-hour Category 5 hurricane, although it did weaken to a 150-mile-per-hour Category 4 hurricane prior to making landfall on the island of Cozumel on the 20th. Then on the 21st, Wilma made a second landfall on the Mexican mainland near Puerto Morelos. This time the winds were 135 miles per hour, but still a Category 4 hurricane. Wilma then weakened to a Category 2 hurricane while over the Yucatan Peninsula, but intensified back to a Category 3 hurricane once it reached the Gulf of Mexico before striking southwestern Florida early on the 24th. After making landfall in Florida, Wilma rapidly crossed the state, weakened to a Category 2 hurricane, and emerged into the Atlantic Ocean near Jupiter. Wilma then re-strengthened back to Category 3 status while passing north of Bahamas later on the 24th, while absorbing the smaller tropical storm Alpha to the east. Wilma then passed west of Bermuda on the 25th. On the 26th, Wilma transitioned into an extratropical cyclone around 230 miles southeast of Halifax, Nova Scotia in Canada after cold air and wind shear penetrated the core of convection before it was absorbed by another extratropical storm a day later over Atlantic Canada. Of all the destruction Wilma caused, it started with flooding and landslides causing 12 deaths in Haiti and one death and around $93.5 million in damage in Jamaica. In the Yucatan Peninsula, Wilma damaged 28,980 homes and 473 schools from intense winds, high storm surge, and torrential rain. In Mexico, 8 people were killed and damage there was $4.6 billion. In Cuba, Wilma damaged crops, roads, railways, 7,149 homes, 364 schools, and 3 hospitals. A total of 446 dwellings were destroyed. The damage in Cuba was around $704 million. In Florida, much of the southern portions of the state were impacted by strong winds, while storm surge caused coastal flooding, especially in Collier and Monroe counties. Collier County, where the storm made landfall, suffered from $1.2 billion in damage, with 16,000 businesses and homes impacted to some degree. In the Miami metropolitan area, Palm Beach County suffered from damage to nearly 59,000 businesses and homes, while 5,111 residences in Broward County and at least 2,059 others in Miami-Dade County became uninhabitable. Around $19 billion in damage and 30 deaths occurred in Florida. In the Bahamas, Wilma destroyed or damaged hundreds of homes and caused one death. The total death toll from Wilma was 52, and the total damage was 26.5 billion 2005 United States dollars and 2024 United States dollars. Over $42.7 billion would be needed to equate to that. Due to the extensive damage caused by Wilma, the name was retired following the 2005 season and replaced with Whitney starting with the 2011 season. That will close up this edition of This Day in Weather, but be sure to stay tuned in because whenever there's a new video, you will learn about weather events that occurred in the United States on the date the video was posted in years past. Please hit the thumbs up button to like this video. Please hit the subscribe button to be sure to never miss a new video. And if you're just joining this channel, please check out all the other videos that have been posted on this channel.